How do you buy the dip? It is one of the most common questions in day trading, and I want to show you guys kind of what I do to buy the quote-unquote dip, because I kind of wait for confirmation. I don't want to catch a free-falling knife. So what am I doing? Honestly, and I'll show you guys what the trade I took today to kind of show you how I did this in live time, or at least today, to show you some action based on you can look at your charts today. Hopefully you guys look at your charts, open them up, so you guys can watch this kind of while I did it as well. So what I'm waiting for when I'm catching a quote-unquote dip in how I took the trade today is I'm waiting for a key level to form. So I'm waiting for a big move to happen mostly. As you guys can see, this big move happened. It's breaking this pivot high over here. So to me, that's signifying the trend is upward. So dips can be bought in my eyes when the trend is downwards. And let me just show you an example of where the trend is downwards. For example, over here, trend is breaking. We set this pivot low over here. We break it. I do not want to buy the dip over here because there's probably a high probability we're going to go lower because the trend is heading lower. And you guys can learn that through price action. Just keep watching my videos. Guys, subscribe if you haven't. This is for financial education only. But guys, a lot of things I am teaching you will help you out a lot. I promise you're going to be able to read price action a lot better if you watch my videos. So how did I do that is I'm just waiting for the pivot lows to form, pivots to form, and I'm kind of reading off, hey, are we trending higher or are we trending lower? It seems simple, and you might think, hey, trading has to be way more complicated. But guys, people that are trying to overcomplicate it, you're going to have analysis paralysis. That's what I call it. You're not gonna be able to make a decision because you have so many lines, so many indicators on your charts. Just watch the price action. You guys, every now and then, I use a few indicators, but I like watching price action clean a lot of the time. So what I'm doing, I'm waiting for a pivot high to set. Once we break that pivot high, to me, that's showing me, hey, I could be bullish on the day. Just like how I said earlier, over here, this is an example of being bearish because the pivots are going to the downside. We're breaking lows every time, while here we're breaking the pivot high, showing, hey, we're gonna have an uptrend. And as you can see, we have this uptrend. We put in another higher low, and we just keep on putting those higher lows in, and then we absolutely explode. And also another big indicator to me that we were gonna go higher is we set this double top right here. As you guys can see, I'll make this line white so you guys can kind of know what I'm saying about this double top right here. There's a double top right here. A lot of retail, and I'm a retail trader as well, but a lot of retail is going to have their stop above this level. They're going to have it somewhere in this vicinity, most likely, right? And those stops are most likely going to get a stop run. They're going to get blown through. It's just how trading works. You do it long enough, you kind of start to realize this is the way it goes. Everything everyone learns. And that's why a lot of people aren't profitable, because everything we learn is really hard to actually do. It's really hard to trade that way. And so your stops are going to be above here. If you're buying puts, if you're short, your stops are above here. They're most likely going to get cleared out. And that's what happened. We have that big clear out, big green candle right here. As you can see, the reason there's a big green candle, you have all the breakout buyers. I'm not a huge fan of buying breakouts, but you have all the breakout buyers doing it. So you have all the breakout buyers buying on this candle, and you have all the people that are short, that were shorting off this level. Their stops are getting triggered, so they're now in a sense buying because they're getting stopped out. They're short, so they're buying, they're covering. So people that are buying breakouts, they're adding volume, they're pushing it up, but also people getting stopped, their stops triggering, they're pushing it up as well, and that's why you got that violent 5-minute candle right here. But just going back on what I was saying, I'm waiting for the pivot high to break, and there's much more in it. There's a little bit obviously more complex, but on the most simple terms, the most simple definition of the simple way to explain it. Obviously, as you learn, you're looking at bigger charts, you're learning bias. But once you learn there's a pivot high right here, you're reading price action, there's a pivot high right here, you have this big strong green up candle. To me, I like that candle. There's a big gap right here, as you guys can see. There's a big gap. Normally those gaps are tested. That's kind of where the dip is. Also opening range lows. A lot of things are adding up. So, and obviously we have that big move down. We're trapping everyone in the morning in a sense. So, in the double top, the stops above. So there's a lot of things going right in this trade why I want to buy this dip. So I'm able to buy this dip, and once I'm able to buy the dip, I'm able to take profits above this level. So overall, it was a good trade. I hope that you guys can learn. Please follow me for more. And as you can see, this trade ran all day. So kind of live and learn. You could keep a runner on and capitalize more on these profits. I was able to just take the trade and take profits once on the break. I knew this is what I was anticipating. So guys, if you like this content, please follow and subscribe for more, and please share this with someone.